The kitchen is quiet before the sun fully rises. There is a soft gray light coming through the window, the kind of light that has no hurry in it. The kettle sits on the stove. The floor makes a small sound under your feet as you move toward it. You turn the burner on. You stand there and wait. Outside, a bird calls once, then goes still. A car passes slowly on the street, then nothing again. Just the low hiss of the flame, the small ticking of the house settling around you. You reach for your mug, the one with the chip on the handle. You have reached for it 1,000 mornings. Your hand knows where it is before your eyes find it. The water begins to move inside the kettle, a low rumble, not ready yet. You stand at the window, you watch the yard. The grass is still dark. There is dew on the leaves of the old rose bush by the fence. A spider's web catches a thin silver line of light between two branches. No one is asking anything of you right now. The world has not started yet. And for a moment, this quiet feels like something you could hold in your hands. There was a time when this kitchen was never quiet. Mornings used to arrive like a wave. The lunch bags lined up on the counter, each one a different color, because they had to be, because sharing was not allowed. Someone's thermos lid was always missing. Someone had left their homework on the table and the bus was already at the corner. The radio was on. Toast was burning. The back door was opening and closing, opening and closing. You were always in the middle of something, and there was that one small thing. The way whoever left last would always forget to push their chair back in. You used to fix it without thinking. Every single morning, you would walk past the table and push it in with your hip without even looking down, as if your body just knew. You were the one who kept it all moving. You were needed in a way that had weight to it. A real, daily, ordinary weight. The coffee smelled the same then, maybe better, or maybe it just meant more because someone else was going to drink it with you. You remember the sounds most. The way a morning full of people sounds completely different from a morning alone. The difference is not just volume, it is something else, something harder to name. It is the feeling of being woven into things. One morning, you noticed the coat. It was still on the hook by the back door. The green one, the one that had been grabbed in a hurry 100 times, sleeves half pulled, door already swinging shut. It had been hanging there for months, maybe longer. You had walked past it every day without really seeing it. That morning, you stopped. The hook next to it was empty. The small shelf above it, where the hats used to pile up, was bare. Just a faint outline on the wall where they used to lean. You stood there for a long moment. The kettle was going behind you. The light was the same as always. You did not move the coat, not that day. Some things you leave in place for a while, not because you have forgotten, but because moving them makes the space official. And you were not ready for that yet. Later, weeks later, maybe months, you found a new rhythm, gentler, slower, a walk in the afternoon, a program you liked in the evenings, phone calls to people now living far away in their own full lives. The coat is gone now. You don't remember exactly when, but that morning by the door, that one you remember, the kettle begins to whistle. You lift it and pour. The steam rises. The mug warms in your hand. You carry it to the table and sit down, not in a hurry. There is no hurry today. There is no hurry most days now, and that is both a gift and a thing you are still learning to hold. You look at the chair across from you. You do not feel sad exactly. It is not as sharp as sadness. It is softer than that. It is something quieter. The feeling of a life that was very full, sitting beside a morning that is very still. Both things are true. You had the full table. You lived inside all of that noise and love and motion. You were part of something bigger than yourself for a long time. That was real. It happened. It lives inside you still. And this quiet cup of tea, this gray morning light, this kitchen that remembers everything, this is real too. A life does not stop meaning something because it has grown quieter. If you recognize this morning, if you have stood at your own window with your own warm cup and felt something you could not quite find the words for, you are not alone. Many people know this feeling. It does not mean that something is going wrong. It means you have lived long enough to know what fullness feels like. And that makes the quiet feel bigger. That makes it echo. There is nothing broken about that. The feelings you carry in these still mornings are not signs of failure or loss. They are signs of a life that mattered, of a heart that loved many things, of years that were real and textured and full. To feel the absence of what you loved is simply proof that you loved it. That is not a small thing. The light outside is changing now. The gray is lifting. A pale yellow is coming through the trees. The yard is slowly becoming itself again. You take one more slow sip, and somewhere in the yard, the spider's web is still there, still holding its one thin line of light between the branches, still whole, still doing quietly what it was made to do. The kettle has gone cold. The morning has come in. The chair across from you holds its silence, and you sit in yours.